Good afternoon, hello, it's Daniel. This is the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Now today I'm going to try and do a proper day of triathlon training. And by that I mean, I'm going to try and run, bike and swim. That's the order I'm doing it in. Now I'm out for a run already, so that's happening. But the swim is the thing that's been letting me down the last few weeks. That Monday night, late night swim, I've just been sacking off. I can't keep doing that. It's scorching today. It's like 25 degrees. So I'm making the most of this section of the run where it's shaded, I'm running into a headwind. It's going to get worse than this, but I've just got to get out there in the heat. Got to get more used to it. I've always struggled in the heat in training. I've always been able to perform okay on a race day, strangely, but yeah, training I always suffer. Anyway, let's get this run done and I can talk a bit more at the end. Just been trying to wipe the lens on this camera, but every inch of me is wet or at least greasy. Oh, that is tough in the heat, but I actually feel all right. That's my first sub 9 minute mile average run this year, so in like ages, so really happy with that. I think I did press on a bit more, but whatever, it's all right, it's just running, isn't it? So right, I'm gonna get home, afternoon at work to do, and then head out on the bike tonight. New bike test ride, which could be very good or could be very bad. Okay, so evening ride time, and I didn't ride yesterday, so I'm actually feeling quite fresh, even with the run in my legs. So I'm going to do about 2.25, 2.5 hours. It's about a 40-mile loop. And I said earlier I'm out on the new bike, and I am. I'm really hoping that the spec video has gone out already. If not, this is a bit of a lame launch, but I'm out on the Speedmax. Oh, so what does it feel like? Well, I'm an hour in, so I don't know if I can draw any like solid conclusions, but what I will say is it's an absolute luxury to feel like nothing's falling off the bike. I've not had to stop and tighten anything. There's no weird noises or rattles. And it's all as a result from getting somebody else, thanks Rich Stills at Detail Bike Tech, to build the bike instead of me. Whenever I've had a new bike that I've built, I've always had those, you know, teething issues, and it's sapped the enjoyment out of it a little bit. Whereas now, 100% enjoyment. So that is definitely something I'm going to do in future. Obviously it makes bike builds more expensive, but I think that outweighs the fun element. So right, what do I think so far? Well, the bike actually feels very similar to my Ultimate. When I'm climbing, like the geometry doesn't feel that much like a TT bike. It's weird. Gearing, perfect. I've got this absolutely right. 46-33 chain set, 10-36 cassette, spot on. I've been pedaling down some steep hills, and I get to 34-35 miles an hour before I'm thinking I need another gear. That is plenty fast enough. In a triathlon I'll be freewheeling. And when I'm climbing like now on a gradual climb, I'm in like, what am I, third gear at the back? Just spinning, so I've got another couple of gears to go when it kicks up. Perfect, this is exactly what I need. A bike that I can ride and train on in the hills. And will suit, I'm on UK, I'm on Wales. I've got the flies. Anyway, right, I'm gonna keep pedaling. I'm probably riding a bit too hard in honesty, but it's just new bike morale, isn't it? Let's get some super sick montage footage. Get a bit further on this bike ride. Okay then, so I've been riding a couple of hours, only got 5 or 6 miles left, so I figured I'd pull over and talk about what I immediately do and don't like about this bike, because you can draw some quick conclusions, can't you? Now, right, let's start from the bike as a whole. I love it. How it rides, brilliant. I said earlier it doesn't feel like a TT bike. It doesn't on the flat and uphill. Descending, it absolutely does. It's not as agile on the front end, whether it's a combination of the fact that, you know, the forks are deeper, or whether it's just because it's a bit more slung out than a road bike, I don't know, but it definitely feels like a TT bike. I think some of it is because as well, you know, you're further forward on the bars than you are on a roadie, aren't you? So it just feels a bit harder to turn in and less agile. It's fine, you've just got to get used to it. So I'm glad I don't have a deeper wheel than what I've got on. Blustery night tonight, a lot of crosswind. I've probably had the worst of it, so I'd rather have that in a training day, and then hopefully race day isn't as bad as it is tonight. You can see it is quite windy, so yeah, really good. Tyres, great. Running a bit too much pressure tonight, if anything. I think I've got about 70 psi, which is too much in today's day and age and rough roads and so on. The Easy Disc wheel cover, brilliant. it did take some getting used to again. I haven't ridden with a disc wheel on for, well, since last year, so you just got to get used to it. You know, when the wind blows, you do feel it a bit more. You just got to keep pedaling, and Easy Gains have done research on this, like the crosswind and crosstail and crosshead has like a sail effect on a disc wheel, so it doesn't slow you down at all. If anything, it makes you faster, and you've just got to be able to just, like, the movement's actually really small, but it's just different because you can feel it, so just getting used to it, that's all. Gears, perfect. I don't think I'll change that. The only thing I'm kicking myself out about is the fact that Easy Gains do a chainring cover for bigger chain sets than that. I can't get one on the 46, so if I get a 48 then I can, but I don't know. I'll use this for training and see how we get on. What else has been working well? Brakes. The rear 140 rotor isn't a limiting factor at all. I thought, oh, maybe it won't be as good, but it's plenty of stopping power, if not too much, so that's absolutely fine. Right, on to what I don't like, because there is a little bit of a list. Whoever invented this thing, I hope that your disc brake pads rub all the time, because this is not, you have to twist it to get it off, and then to put it back on. Yeah, that's great now, but when you're actually riding, trying to line up that little hole there, you can see it, that one, with that in the right place, you're like that, and you're trying to, you know, you have to look down, you're trying to look ahead. I don't like that at all. I'm not actually sure what I'm going to do with that, because it fits in really well. I think it is an aerodynamic gain, especially coupled with the tool storage, but I'm not sure if I like that. I'm going to give it a go at Outlaw this weekend and see how I get on with it. It's not very good for a long distance event in that I can't, like, it's not like I can just put another bottle on it afterwards. I can't drink it, chuck it in at an aid station, then put another bottle on. You've got that bottle for the full thing, so who knows. I've got a between the arm mount, bottle mount coming. This, absolutely fine. Now, this is one I've used for years. I've actually glued it all together, so I can't change the angle or anything. That does mean that it doesn't slip. And this is so solid, absolutely love it, brilliant. It just means you have to come out of position and reach back for a bottle. But I think what I'll probably do is leave the bottle on and put like most of my fluids in there and at the front, I think. I need to move the Garmin mount. I can't quite get my hands in the right place here because of the Garmin, because it's touchscreen. I keep touching it and, yeah, doing all that. What I'm going to do is my BTA mount has got a Garmin mount on the top, so I'm going to have a bottle there and my Garmin on top. I don't like the thought of it being too close to my face, but I'm not particularly low and, you know, crunched up at the minute, so I'm sure that will be fine. Alternatively, if I don't have a bottle there, I'm going to just put a normal Garmin mount on and just have it there. I think that would be easier for me to see, and to be honest, I do a lot of my riding just on feel anyway, so it's not like I'm glued to looking at the numbers, so I'll see how it goes. I do need to put a normal mount on this for Outlaw, because I'm doing some videoing on the bike for something that will be shown soon. Top 2 storage I didn't use, so don't know. And the tool storage I didn't use. The tool storage, I've put my pump in it, my little electric pump, so there's something in it, and that's it. I've not had to go in it. I guess it's one of those things that you don't go in unless you're having a bad day. Saddle, not amazing. I've never really fully got on with these, but, you know, it is what it is. The actual position, I'm actually quite happy with it. I've just eyeballed it. I put the armrest pads just as far forward as they go and as far in as they go, and you know, it's not super aggressive. I have in the past just had my arm, you know, my arms slammed together, but I'm just not conditioned to that position at the minute, and I am quite wide, so forcing myself to do that, I don't think it actually adds anything to me aerodynamically, so that's fine. I would like some more length, wouldn't we all, I know, but I would like some more length and there's more reach on it, so I'm going to think about how I can just extend that a little bit. I've got various little plates and things, and then I wanted to test these armrests. I am going to go to I've got some Watch Shop high-sided armrests. These are fine, but when you bump on some bumpy roads, it is easy to drop your elbow out of them, and I don't want to come off like that. I find that the high-sided armrests, like the Watch Shop ones, are like that deep on each side. They really hold your arms in, so you hit some bumps and you're just not going to come out of them. So that's it. What else have we got to talk about? Oh, the base bar. That grip tape works really well just for being lightweight, sleek, and, you know, for the odd time you reach on it, fine. And my old bike, you know, doing flat races, I'm hardly on the base bar, more on the extensions. This one, I'm going to be on the base bar a lot more, especially training and hilly events. It's just not comfy enough. It's probably a combination of the aluminium base bar not absorbing as much shock, and that obviously not at all. So I'm just going to put some bar tape around each side just so that I can be a bit more comfy when I'm on the base bar. I almost don't want it to be comfy because you want to be on the extensions, but I'm going to be doing a lot of climbing, so, you know, it's fine. This I find absolutely okay. It's just a bit of, again, the same sort of thing, just like grip tape, but because you're not pressing down on it, it's absolutely fine, so I'll show. Anyway, Is that everything I want to talk about on this bike? I think so. On the whole, yes, fine. Nothing's rattled loose. That is a massive plus point for me. I'm so happy that has happened. And yeah, let's get home, clean it up, and then put it away for Outlaw, because this is the last time we're going to ride it tonight. So I'm here, there, and everywhere the rest of this week. So I'll leave the stats on screen from tonight's ride. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you're test riding any new bike at the minute, how's your test riding going? Is anything falling to bits? Hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you again tomorrow at 1 o'clock.